California, renowned for its progressive environmental policies and a hub for electric vehicle adoption, has been at the forefront of the quote-unquote green movement. The transition to electric vehicles seems like a promising step towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions and combating climate change. However, when delving deeper into the complexities of electricity generation and EV manufacturing, the picture becomes more nuanced, revealing some not-so-green problems. Now, we have seen that many governments and even people have sold the idea of EVs being the ultimate step towards lowering our carbon footprint, and while it might seem like it could be, it's not that simple. But since it is the thing to do these days, the automotive industry, once hesitant, is now following Tesla's lead in popularizing battery electric vehicles. Governments worldwide are incentivizing the shift to clean powertrains, with some even implementing bans on internal combustion engines. As the world rushes toward this transformation, we must remain mindful of the environmental trade-offs that come with it. California, home to over 1.5 million all-electric vehicles, have made substantial progress in embracing EVs. The surge in EV adoption has led to a positive impact, removing polluting internal combustion engine vehicles from the streets and promoting cleaner air quality for local communities. Also, they think, you see, a significant portion of the environmental footprint of EVs lies in their charging process. Most EV owners choose to charge their vehicles at home overnight, seeking cost effectiveness and battery preservation. However, the energy sources powering these charging sessions are not as clean as they might seem. While California has made strides in diversifying its energy mix away from fossil fuels, natural gas still plays a dominant role in electricity generation. You see, most of the electricity made by the US is produced by burning natural gas or coal. As of 2022, 40% of all power generated in the US was made with fossil fuels, with a further 20% coming from burning coal, both of which ain't all that green. And there is a reason for this. You can't run a whole country year-round on renewables. Not all areas are suitable for wind farms or even solar farms. They also take up a lot of space, cost a ton, and the power generated needs to be stored. Most of the power generated gets stored in electrochemical storage, or as we call it, batteries. And lithium, cobalt and nickel mining isn't very green. Now, I have to say, they are trying in California. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, biogas and small hydroelectric power plants contribute to California's grid. However, their availability is time dependent, with solar energy being the primary source, mainly available during the day. Consequently, when renewables are insufficient to meet demand, natural gas steps in to fill the gap, resulting in CO2 emissions. Charging EVs with electricity produced by natural gas introduces an indirect environmental cost to supply these green vehicles. Additionally, the overall carbon footprint of an electric car is not as low as often portrayed, especially when considering the manufacturing process and complex supply chains required for battery production. While advancements like the Inflation Reduction Act have aimed to tackle these challenges, the carbon neutrality of an EV compared to an internal combustion engine vehicle is achieved only after considerable mileage. And what many don't keep in mind is that batteries don't last, and when your battery pack inevitably fails, it's expensive and again really bad for the environment to replace. I have made a video in the past where we went in depth on this, so I won't go crazy deep, but to sum it up, lithium mining poisons groundwater. And another thing, when recycling batteries, the process is really expensive. It's actually cheaper to buy new lithium than to use recovered lithium from old batteries. And this process is very energy intensive, which also means that it produces emissions. Furthermore, EVs come with their own set of unique environmental issues. These vehicles are generally heavier than internal combustion engine powered ones, leading to increased wear on tires and more microplastics being released into the air. This is a thing I didn't even know about a few weeks ago, but since then I read an article on this, and all cars are technically guilty. If you drive a car with rubber tires, you release a chemical called 6-ppd into the air. These particles have been linked to respiratory problems, kidney and neurological damage, and birth defects in people. But the study shows that heavier cars, which have bigger tires and more tire wear because of their weight, are bigger contributors to this problem. So if you are buying the new BMW iX to be green, you are doing the opposite. as that thing weighs almost 2.5 tons and has a ton of batteries as well that need to be made. Now, internal combustion engine powered large SUVs are also heavy, and they would also heavily contribute to this problem. But the thing is, even electric sedans weigh a lot as the batteries are heavy, and with current battery technology, there really isn't a lot that they can do about this added weight. Then there is another problem. Insurance companies name an EV as a total loss in minor accidents. I also made a whole video on this. But to enhance the environmental sustainability of electric vehicles, they will have to make it possible to make it cheaper to fix small accidents on cars. A car can't be a total write-off when it's just a fender bender. Now, I will end off this video by saying I'm not a complete hater of EVs. I do feel electric assistance has its place, and that in some applications EVs are really good. But it's not the be-all, end-all of green mobility. All mobility solutions have setbacks and negatives, but with all the options together, we can build a greener future. Chasing one technology as the savior is dumb. Exploring all avenues is necessary. But at the end of the video, please let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And is there any technologies that you would like to see me make a video on? Let me know down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please have a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you did like it, you'll most probably like most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,